All right. I'm trying to have this. I think I'm live. Let me see. Yes, it looks like I'm live. Here I am. 15 seconds in already. Good. All right. Here I am. I'm actually in a different location in my house. I am set up in my living room. So you might see this really giant fish statue. That's my marlin. I'd love to tell you that I caught this marlin. It's pretty big. There we go. So that's a 10-footer. But I didn't catch him. I found it at a thrift store, used stuff store, and that's my fish. His name is Marlon Brando. So I'm set up here because today is Friday and I wanted to do something a bit fun. The supplies that I'm using today are K'NEX. So K'NEX look like this. So these are little pegs that you connect to connectors like this. And we're going to do a building task today. So the nice thing is that I know some people have access to K'NEX. So if you talk with the right people, they will tell you where to find the K'NEX in the building, and then you guys will be able to do this as well if you wanted to. So it's a design challenge, and I'm just trying to show you. There is a little bit of. Let me see here. There's a little bit of science and math attached to. Let's try this one. K'NEX. I'm trying to set them up. So there's this thing that happens that if I connect these K'NEX the right way in a triangle, they actually will fit together perfectly because they're designed to be at 90-degree angles from each other. So maybe it's this. No, I'm just looking for the right ratio. So yeah, that looks like it would work. So if I use a 90-degree angle here, then I should be able to connect this one like that using pieces. And that is actually using classic math that's called Pythagoras. Pythagoras created a system for understanding triangles. And if you understand triangles, then you're able to build more easily. So let's see here. I'm just trying to make a single triangle. A triangle is actually super handy when it comes to building because triangles are rigid structures, and that makes them really good for architectural style building. So I'm just putting this together. I'm going to change the angle of this camera so you guys can better see how I'm building. Okay, because my goal is to make a tower using these pieces. I'm going to make a tower, and the tower is going to be as tall as me. That's the goal of today. We're doing a design task that's a tower as tall as me. So I'm going to start with a base. So this is a piece that's flat on one side and pointed up on the other. So if I go like this, then I can actually put pieces on and it'll stand independently. So there's one. Okay? And then that stands, and I'm going to make 4 of those. So I'm building a tower. Maybe I'll even make more than 4. We'll see. But I'm going to start with that. All of them, I'm trying to do some symmetry so that things connect together. I would encourage you guys, if you wanted to make a comment, ask a question about building, you go ahead and do that, and I will do my best to answer things as we go. But there we go. We've got 4 tower pieces. And now the goal is that we connect those together. So I want them probably to be in a square. Yeah, like that. Okay, so if I pop this red piece right here. Oh, it went right through. Okay. This is going to take the time it takes, but you guys are tuning in today on a Friday, and I encourage you to build your own tower. That is the goal of today, is that we're going to do some structural engineering. So I think you guys can see. You guys can see what I'm doing there. So There we go. Come on. I think I have to find a more efficient way to click these together. There we go. And one more. So what I've got now is I have a stable base. And having a stable base is really important when you're building. Because if you can't start at the bottom stable, then everything you build on top of it will just get more and more wobbly. But these look like they're gonna keep my structure good. So I'm going to try to work up. Every one of these gets a yellow connector. There we go. The nice thing about the yellow connectors, you can see, I'm just going to bring the tower closer to you. The yellow connectors will allow me to build up, but also sideways. So I can connect these together, or even I can connect triangles together and make this thing more structurally sound. So let me see. All right, another layer of orange. So I need 4 oranges, yeah. Okay, so every time I'm doing this, oh boy, this one is not clicking properly. Every time I do this, I gain about 6 inches, and my goal is that I get 6 feet. So far we're 1 foot tall. We're 1/6 of the way there. But what we'll see, what I'll do is I'll just keep building upward, and you will see it start to get wobbly. And that's when we need to change the way that we're building. So far, no comments or questions. I can certainly make this more engaging. If people want to say hello, please hop on there and do so. And I'm certain that we can get a conversation going and maybe some direction when it comes to building effectively. See how much wobble that has now? That's not a good thing. We want structural stability, which means that we want it to be much more stable than it currently is. But I'm just going to keep building up until it becomes obvious that we have to do more engineering. So this is engineering and architecture. These are academic concepts. But I mean, I'm getting somewhere. This is getting taller and taller. And the nice thing is that because of how I've set this up, I know the distance between this and this and this and this will be... Oh, look at that. This thing just totally bent on me. That's because I haven't added rigidity yet. So you can see how it's got too much wobble. So that's not going to do me any favors in the long run. So what do I want to do? I might be able to. Let me see if I can fit something in between here and here. If the right piece fits there. Yes. This is the thing that I was telling you about. Perfectly fitting inside of that square is a gray piece. And if I fit a gray piece into that square, then I reduce the amount of wobble that it can have. So I've made it much more rigid by making 2 triangles. And the 2 triangles are following a rule of proportions. So that's intentionally designed by the makers of K'NEX. They know that everybody who builds will run into these same structural problems if they try to build something large. Yeah, this is going to take the time it takes. That's one of the challenges of building, is that you can't jump ahead. You've got to build piece by piece. That's why some people, when they build a house, they would make it prefabricated. So prefabricated houses come with all their pieces made already. And then you just stick them together so your whole house comes in on a truck. There we go. So I've gotten to the point now I can tell this is just too much. They're like blades of grass, and that's not good. We want them to be more like rigid power structures. So let me see. If I angle this, is that... No, that's not going to work. I need to make this longer. So what I'm going to do is put a piece in between here and there. And we'll see if we can find a piece that's the right length to make that. Yeah, that looks like if I just go straight. Oh, that's way too big. Try this white one. There we go. That looks about right. Now, these don't have a lot of wobble. These ones go very far, but these ones don't go very far at all. So I've made a rigid structure. I don't know if this is perfect. I might have to change some lengths, but this rigid structure right here helps these to stop them from wobbling. And I can still go across. So I know that a nice gray piece right here will be the right length. There we go. So I've put some rigidity into this. So if you've ever seen a high-rise structure, what they're doing is they're making structures like this. So you'll see, if you look at a high-rise, you'll see triangles all through the building of them. So let me see. Yeah, we can go up. Let's go up a little ways farther. And then problem solve. We're running out of orange pieces. But that's okay. We'll figure that out when the time comes. I've made half of this structure rigid, but not the other half. But we have gotten to be about, what is this? 1 foot, 2 foot, 2.5 feet. So far only 2.5 feet. And already we've got some serious wobble. If an earthquake was to come, this is not a structure that would stand. So I'm introducing problems to my build while it's happening. But let's keep going. I'm going to have to change the camera angle so you guys can see where things are getting built. So now we're going for 3 feet, which is half my height. So we would be halfway here. Once I get the orange pieces on, we will be halfway here. But what you'll see, I'm going to switch to red. Red pieces are the same length as orange, so they shouldn't cause me any problems. So this part that's rigid is fairly okay. It's only got rigidity in one direction, that like the back and forth like this, but doesn't have rigidity like this. So I have to change that. And that will involve making these more rigid. I'm out of gray pieces. It'll involve making these more rigid, but also, see if a red piece will do. Connecting them together, so then I have what's like a triangle structure. All right. Alex has come to join us. Alex, do you see Daddy's building a tower? Yes. Okay, so these will go there. Let's try that out. Oh. Alex is coming in. Alex is coming in to say hello to Daddy's tower. To her dad's tower. So, there's tension in here, but I've definitely put... No, that's not the right... See, now I've got the wrong measurements here. So, this is causing the whole structure to kind of bow, which is bad. Right? And so I've gotten to 3 feet, and I'm already running into some serious structural problems. Alex, do you build a tower with Daddy? Alex builds a tower out of Lego. And she actually has had a lot more luck. So we're going to get Alex building a Lego tower. Do you want to build a Lego tower? Yeah, you like Daddy's Lego? So there's Alex's usual Lego. Yeah, so I definitely am gonna scrap. This is this solution has gotten to be too wobbly, and so I've got to find another way to make rigidity between these things. And one of the ways is actually just to go across with some red pieces here. There we go. And then to go across the other way a little bit higher up. There, now that's more like a box. So if I go here, you guys can't see, across, now I've got way less wobble and I'm able to keep going. This is all moving as one piece now. So that little step made it much more rigid. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going. There's the top part. And I think that might be all I need to do going forward to make this thing rigid. Is just a cross in one direction and then a cross in the other direction. So we're at 3 feet, we're halfway. So I pretty much have to make that same structure again, but I'm going to run into new problems. But I'm going to preemptively go across here. Oh, I'm going to go this way here. There we go. Alex is here to test the structure. What do you think? Is it working?
I climb.
You want to? What do you want to do? You want to climb it? You can't. You can't climb it. This one. It's not strong enough to hold you. Do you want to come up to Daddy?
No.
Okay. Do you want to pick it? Do you want to pick this up? Alex, are you sad because you can't climb it? There's a very funny internet thing, which is about why is my kid crying? So if your kid is crying because you won't let her climb your Lego structure, then that's a good example of bad reasons to cry. Alex. All right. So we're gonna go a little bit higher. Uh-oh. Yeah, she knows. She's going under. Alex has been walking under the mic. Yeah. There we go. So we're 3.5 feet. But I'm already on my knees. I think we might be even a little taller than that. I'm losing track, but I'll just have to measure in a minute. I'm actually running out of several things now. These are my last 4 orange pieces. There we go. And now 4 more of those. So far, this is actually holding. It's got integrity. It was wobbling for a little while, but now it's stopped wobbling, so that's good news for me.
You want to build Daddy's tower?
All right, and then the last one went.
It's too wobbly.
It's too wobbly.
Alex is worried that the tower is too wobbly.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah. One of the things about working in this room is that this is also the room that Kendra works in. So she's busy at her computer doing some graphic design. Nope, she's working on a YouTube video as well. All right. At this point, I have to stand. We are changing the angle once again. So you guys are seeing that we're pointing towards the ceiling instead of the ground. All right, and this is my height. So 2 more layers should get the job done. But the question is, will 2 more layers stand? Because now we've got a decent wobble. There we are. And then these are the last of my, I can't show you guys, the yellow pieces in my collection. Which is good because now I'm reaching the top. So it is okay if I start running out of materials at this point. Oh. All right. 1, 2, 3. Where's that piece I dropped? Here we are. All right. And now, finally, I'm getting to the last reds that the last reds that I'll probably will need. Yeah, I'm hoping the camera and the mic are a little farther away, so I'm hoping you guys can still hear me okay. Oh boy, it's looking like I'm gonna need one more. And there's some wobble, and the problem is, any wobble now, and I can see the whole structure reacting to that wobble. So that's a problem, because at this point, if anything is wrong at the top, it affects the bottom. So let's add one more. And this one is going to get it to the point of being taller than me, as long as I can find enough pieces left. But oh boy, is it wobbling. This is not a solid structure anymore. So we need some rigidity across. Let me see what I've got left. Yeah, even up here, I think we'll do it. We're almost there. All right. And we're almost there, and now I'm out. I'm fresh out of the kind that I need. So, let's see. I just have to kind of like make up. Let's see if these will. Not quite tall enough to be my height. So, this is me improvising. I'm going to try this. So this one is as tall as me. So, I have two more of those, but they're very wobbly. There we go. And then I need one that's made out of two. Alex, are you going to bring a piece to Daddy? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Alex brought me a piece. She wants to walk under the microphone every time, so she's pulling all the wires. So I hope you guys are still hearing me. All right. So, oh no, that's fine. So yeah, that works. There I am. This is a tower as tall as me. Oh, she's bringing me another piece. Thank you, sweetheart. Alex is being very helpful and also making me very nervous about this wire. Usually when I'm live podcasting, she says, "Can I come in?" Alex, come this way. Come this way too, Daddy. There we go. But she's been very helpful. She's brought me a whole bunch of things. So even if people are watching now and saying, "Hey, I don't think it's actually the height of you," I can throw, Alex brought me two pieces and I can make it that much taller. It's only one thing, but actually buildings in the world do this. They make the entire building, and then at the top of the building, they put some kind of tower, and that tower gets them where they want to go. Oh, thank you. All right, we got a comment. Yeah, this is artful and scientific in its building, this tower. So let me show you a pan of this tower from top to bottom. So there's the top, and if I keep going, there's the bottom. And then another way we can look at this tower is if I go away wider, there's the tower. Oh, while I picked it up, it lost some of its structure. Alex, do you have another piece for me? Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah. So you can see this is the tower that's above my head, and you can see pretty much. Oh, Alex brought me a lot of pieces. She's been very helpful today. You can see pretty much the whole tower at this point going across, and we can also see that the tower. Boy, I lost some structure here. I'm not even sure how that happened. It looks like it's gone completely sideways. There we are. You can also see that the tower... Oh, Alex, do you have that piece for me? The tower is not quite the length of the Marlin. Yeah. Oh, yes. Do you think Alex should get to climb it? Alex, do you want to try to climb the tower? Oops. Alex? You want to climb the tower? Okay, you try. Okay, go ahead. There's a step right there. All right, this is how we lose a tower. But that's okay. It was built for fun. All right, how are you gonna do? Are you gonna step right here?
Yeah.
Okay, you go ahead. Yeah, there you go.
I want help.
Okay, here, I'll get you up. Now put your foot on there. There you go. Oh, catastrophic failure of the tower. But I feel like maybe that's a good place to end this video. We succeeded at making a tower. We succeeded at destroying a tower. And it was all about art and science and building, engineering. And that was the goal of today. So I'm going to sign off like I always do. Oh, Alex is helping me reconstruct the tower. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, Daddy helped you break it. I'm going to sign off like I always do. Tell people to do your best to wash your hands for 20 seconds at a time. Because what we've been doing is working. And I'm going to encourage people to take care of each other out there. Thanks for tuning in today. There we are.